What up, baby? It's your boy, and welcome to Why Are You Fishing Podcast, episode 4, man, with your host, your boy, Danny Donx. What's going on, everybody? It's a beautiful, beautiful day. Actually, beautiful afternoon, early evening, and we're going to enjoy ourselves here by having a great time on this podcast and having a great time with y'all. And please always remember, you can always text in anytime, 24/7, to the Why Are You Fishing Podcast hotline. The number is 864-402-9949. Again, 864-402-9949. Text in whenever, please. We would love to hear from you guys. We'll speak about those comments on here on the show. And you know what? You never know. You get a big shout out. Throw your name on if you want, your alias, your nickname, whatever you want. And we'll go ahead and throw that message up on there, man. Again, why? Because you're showing us love. We want to let everybody know who's showing the show love. You know what I mean? So again, please hit that hotline, 864-402-9949. So again, welcome to the show. And you know what? The series, again, is Why Are You Fishing Podcast. Again, we talk about fishing. We're going to talk about struggling. We're going to talk about struggle baits. But in between, I'm going to share some stories from me back home. Because I grew up in Hudson County, New Jersey. Hudson County, New Jersey, man, it's just, if you're from there and you went to the Western New York pool, bro, you survived COVID. I'm just telling you. It's just that type of area, man. And now Hudson County goes from Newark all the way up to North Bergen, at the end of North Bergen, and it's big. You know what I'm saying? You got Bayonne, Jersey City, Hoboken, Weehawken, Union City, West New York, North Bergen. You know, so we got Secaucus, I believe, is part of the Hudson County. Yeah, it's not Bergen County yet. And so, you know, Hudson County is pretty big. You know what I'm saying? It's pretty solid. But growing up in the area where we grew up on Hudson County, you know, I grew up in West New York. I know a lot of people grew up in North Bergen, Union City. But I grew up from West New York, you know what I'm saying? And again, it's just where I'm from. I love it. But again, I want to share some stories in between of things that happen, or just growing up that, you know what, just share stories that, you know, most kids at that age weren't doing what I was doing. You know what I'm saying? Most kids at that age weren't going out and seeing and just doing stuff where adults are doing it, and most of these teenagers are already at night going to bed, and your boy is here hanging out, just chilling. It's just crazy. So again, I want to share some stories in between. But today's podcast is brought to you by Donx Boys Fishing and Really Fishing. Again, it's urban fishing at its realest. So please check them out, check us out. Big shout out to the sponsors. Thank you again for sponsoring the show. Oh. Dude, it's the struggle. What I'm talking about, the struggle, is not when you go out and you have a skunk day. It's not when you go out and catch one fish, or you just have a long day and then you catch a couple. No, I'm talking about the struggle bait in your box. What bait in your box do you struggle with? Seriously. And that's what I want to know. What is it in your box that, you know what, you'll be like, you're hesitant. You throw most of the stuff already, same type thing, same rigs. And you have that one bait that you always know is not going to give you one. Seriously. That one that's just not going to give you one. You know what I'm trying to say? Do we all have one? Do we? I don't know. Do you have one? I don't. I know I have a few. And that's what today's show is. Again, I want to know, man. Share down below. Let me know what your struggle bait is. What your non-go-to bait in your box. If you have it in your box. If you don't, then you could tell you don't even bother with it. But even so, I want to know. Hit that comment down below. Hit that like and subscribe. Share it. I want people to share down there. What is your struggle bait? If not, share over here at the hotline. Hit that hotline and throw us what your struggle bait is. Please, we'll love to hear from you guys. We got one viewer that hit us up last week. And big shout out, no name, 702 area code. Thank you again for hitting up the hotline. Big shout out to you. And but yo, hit it up. Let me know, what is your struggle. And another thing, if it is in your box, do you have it in your box for just more like a superstitious type thing? That you knowingly have, it's not there, you're not going to throw it, you know what, you're throwing everything else, it is there, you just know. I don't know, I'm just making this up as I go. But is it superstitious? That's a question mark right there. Superstitious, bro? Are you kidding me? Alright, let me know. Please hit that comment below, and I want to know. I'm going to ask you another question, but let me tell you a story when I was growing up, bro. When I was growing up, bro, at the age of 13, I'm not going to name names, but at 13, I had his auntie and my uncle when they were married. They're not married anymore, but my auntie is my auntie. I love her. I haven't seen my uncle in years. But when they were together, at 13, bro, instead of, I would play ball and all that, but at night, bro, I would go to clubs. I go clubbing. I go to these Spanish clubs up in Jersey, bro, at a certain age, at 13. I'm not going to name the names because I don't want trouble, even though they don't exist, but it could get back to them. But I was going clubbing, seeing big stars, bro, big Latin stars. Like, Mark Anthony, Jerry Rivera, Jesus Christ, I saw Jerry Rivera in Jersey City. Mark Anthony, Tito Roja, Frankie Ruiz a few times. La India a few times. I met Frankie Ruiz twice before God rest him. You know what I'm saying? Big old salsa singers. Oca de Leon, I saw him live like 10 feet from me. You know what I'm saying? Freaking Tito Nieves, big stars going to these nightclubs in New York and in Jersey at 13, 14, 15. Dog, it's crazy. Back then, maybe, I'm not saying I'm that old. Right now, I'm 43. So do the math. Back then, it wasn't as crazy. Of course, they ID you and card you, but if you looked old enough, they cannot say you weren't 21. And IDs weren't as hard as they are now. They were easy to get fake IDs. They sold them everywhere up front. Everywhere. So you can get an ID anywhere, bro. So it's crazy. You know what I'm saying? So that's one of the stories I want to share. And that's nuts because, dog, seeing big Latin stars at that time, the names I just named. Dude, I used to lifeguard at a place where Jose Alberto Canario, which is a singer, he used to live there. I used to watch his son, little man. He was just, that little man was just, I don't know, pain in the ass. But anyways, long story short, he was all right. But anyways, I'm just to let you know the type of stars, I'd be fucking dealing with. Excuse my language, that I met. And it was off the hook. Now, the one star that I'm going to say, before I get back to fishing, that it was a pleasure to meet. I was lifeguarding up in the Galaxy Towers up in Guttenberg. Okay? I was like, and you know what? My sister, people that know me can confirm it. My sister used to work with me. She was a receptionist. Long story short, I don't know, there's a rap group called Capone Noriega. They were from Iraq in Queens. You got Queensbridge, you got Iraq area. So they were from that area. Long story short, it was Capone and Noriega. Noriega lived there. Capone was in jail at the time. So I met, I remember coming down one day. It was my Saturday. I was working the indoor pool. I forgot who was working the outside pool, but I was working the indoor one for the day. It was 9 to 9 shift. I remember it. And it was maybe, I think I came back from lunch. I believe I came back from lunch. And right there by the where the steps come into the pool, he was watching his kid, and it was Noriega. His name is Victor, but long story short, it was Noriega. And that's when I went up to him. I was like, yo, man, are you and he said, yeah. I was like, yo, dog. And I said, what's up to him? From that on, he'll come down, he'll say, what's up? I'll say, what's up? You know what I'm saying? They got to the point like, yo, what up, D? You knew my name. You know what I mean? So, and I'll call him Vic. I don't even call him Nori. You know what I'm saying? Even though I listen to, Bloody Muddy and all that. You know what I'm saying? So long story short. So again, that I say by far, if I had to say the favorite star I've ever met and it was the coolest to me, I would have to say it was that cat. And he's still out. He has his podcast. He was out there with big stars. He's doing his thing. But yo, big shout out to you, Nori, if you remember me. If not, man, it was just a pleasure meeting you, dog. And just calling you homie just for those, even if it was just for those few months it was just towards the last months I worked there. But it was cool. We chilled. You remember we chilled? All the way down by the tennis courts, right in the bottom outside pool. You know what I mean? I remember that. When they were still constructing right next to the hospital, there was all wetland. It was all just swamp and dirt. There was nothing there. They were just constructing all those condos and all that. That didn't exist. So big shout out to you, bro. So again, that's a little story too I wanted to share, which is awesome about being starstruck. So again, back to the struggle bait. So please, I hope you shared what you guys are struggling with. I hope you shared because I really want to know. Now let me ask you guys. I want to ask you a question. Please, I want you to share down below too. Tony X, ladies and gentlemen. Tony X, bro. Let me know. Do you guys use it? What tournaments do you suggest? Please, what tournaments are you going to be in? I'll jump on so we could be in the same tournament. I would love to do a tournament with you cats, but anybody that does that uses that app and does tournament fishing, if you're in the Kentucky area, the Louisville, Kentucky area, hit your boy up. Hit the hotline at the 864-402-9949. Bro, we would love to hear from you. That'll be amazing. Please. And thank you. You know what I'm saying? It's always a blessing to hear from you cats. So again, what do we do here? What do we do here? What do we do? Seriously, what do we do? What do you remember? Let me ask you. Do you remember? Did you have? Now, not every neighborhood has alleyways, but where you grew up, did you have alleyways in your neighborhood? Did you have alleyways in your neighborhood, ladies and gentlemen? Were you right back with your homies? it'll lead you from one street to another, especially if you went to pick up your friends at the projects. And then the back of that, it was a dead end, but you were right up. And then right at the end, or where it'll meet the street, the alleyway, there was a bakery, bro, right on the left. And my boy Roy and Sandor and then freaking my boy Mikey lives in the projects on 53rd. So long story short, behind it, there was a bakery. And if you would knock at a certain time, the guy would give you a little box with croissants and Danishes. Oh, dog. Oh, so good. It was amazing. So long story short, if you had alleyways, we would ride alleyways. Oh my God, we were on bikes, ride alleyways. And we were little, you know what I'm saying? We were growing up. Again, I'm going to share this. I'm sorry, but I'm not. This is an adult channel, so fucking deal with it. We would actually ride those alleyways because, you know, the people that lived that threw their garbages out, that's where the garbage cans guys would come up. They would throw out, you know, magazines. And sometimes there would be adult magazines. You know, we're kids. We're like 10, 11. You know, what little kid is in a perv, bro? Seriously, you know, a little bit of, come on, man. We're kids, dog. You know what I mean? I remember that. I remember that, you know, vaguely. And just, I do. And I smile at it because it's hilarious because that's what we did. That's exactly what we did. Let me get another water, ladies and gentlemen. Let me get another water. Oh. Let me get one more water for the show because I'm going to need it for the rest of the show. I love it. This podcast is real. I don't fake it. It is what it is. That's how we do it. You know what I'm saying? So again, that's the second story I shared, and that's awesome. But you know what? That 20X is something I've been thinking about for a while. I did do one tournament for like a split second, and it didn't work out. It just didn't. It just didn't work out, you know. And it is what it is, you know. Things happen, and you can't get mad, you know what I'm saying. So, but I kind of did. That was in the point, ladies and gentlemen. People that know me, that you know what I'm saying. That was in the point when I was drinking. I was drinking like a fool, and I remember going to that tournament that morning. The first stop I made before I got to the tournament, ladies and gentlemen, was to get 2 cans of beer. So when I got there, I drank them and I chilled. Tournament didn't start till 7. You know, here if it's a Monday through Saturday, they sell alcohol from 6 in the morning on. I got to that place to the gas station about 6:30. I bought those 2 cans. I remember getting there about like 6:45 because it was not that far from there. Excuse me. And I remember downing those 2 cans. It was Bud Ice. I downed the 2 cans. I loaded up. I put my kayak down. I got in. Tournament started. I lasted maybe an hour. Not even. An hour, if that. You know what I'm saying? And then I threw my spin rod and I didn't have it tied on right and it just launched. And I just remember I got so upset I left. It was what, 7:35, 7:40? The tournament ended at 3. I didn't even give it a chance. I bounced. I was like, yo, I'm out, dog. It was just bullshit. You know what I'm saying? And I blamed everything else but the alcohol. I blamed everything else but me. It wasn't even the alcohol. It was me because I picked it up. The alcohol had no fault. It's just there. You know what I'm saying? It was my fault. So again, it's just those. You know, I don't know, man. It was just a point in my life that, you know, when fishing was great, but I was concerned about the fishing and drinking and fishing. You know what I'm saying? So it's not great. It's not something you wanna do. So again, that's my experience with 20X, and it's not 20X's fault. It's mine. Okay, so big shout out. That was a kayak circuit that was last year. No, even it's been 3 years. So it's like 4 years already. That circuit. So I have that app on my phone for over 3 years, man. Almost 3.5 years, and I have not done a tournament because of my experience there. And that's nobody's fault but my own. So again, big shout out to 20X. Big shout out to tournament fishermen. I want to get into tournament fishing. Please, if y'all recommend any big bass or creek, any tournament, if it's bass, I bass fish, baby. I don't play, dog. Straight up, I bass fish. I do what I gotta do, son. I love it. I bait cast like a mother. I bait, yo. I both hands, both pitch both hands, cast both hands. It is what it is, dog. Straight up, pitch both hands. You know what I'm saying? It's just we do what we gotta do. And now, of course, I'm just a right hand. I reel in right-handed, but I make sure we get to what we gotta get when I go bass fishing. So again, I want to get back there. I got a car I gotta finish fixing up, which I want to get done, and then we should be perfect for tournament fishing because then I can put my kayak up top. So again. It's just something I wanted to share. It's crazy, you know. People that don't know me don't know. You know, people you see me, oh, that guy's personality is great. Yeah, I don't drink. I choose not to. I vape, which is fine. You know what I mean? Just, you know, it is what it is. I don't smoke cigarettes. You know what I mean? So I do something. I like smoking cigars once in a while. Sit outside my deck, smoke a cigar. If I'm at the lake, I'll hit a cigar, just chilling under the wind. Oh, bro, ain't nothing like it. Throw your glasses on and just chill, bro. Just smoke your cigar and relax. You know what I mean? Not like it, bro. It's love. So man, dude, it's always a pleasure when I get to be on here and smack you guys up. You know what I'm saying? It looks like my mine didn't record over here, but you know what? It recorded over here, and I love it. And I'm a blessing. I don't know what happened here, dog. It stopped recording. Oh no, it's still recording. Oh, it's playing. I didn't want to play it, man. Nobody was trying to play this. Get out of here. This is nuts, man. I guess I don't know, but I got you here. You know what? This podcast is supposed to be about struggling baits, and it is. But we veered off into some stories about Danny Donx, and it's good. I want you to know me. I want you to get to know a true person that's real. I'm not trying to hide behind my channel who I am. I am the person I am. You see, personality-wise and all. But you know what? I had some demons I had to beat up. You know what I'm saying? I'm the best way I described it, man. I sat next to the devil for years, brother. And you know what? I stood up and I stand above him. You know what I mean? So, you know, it's a blessing I get to wake up every day above him, dog. And let him know that I'm up top. So again, it's your boy Danny Donx is real. Your boy Danny Donx is real, and I try to be honest with y'all, you know, and straightforward. You know, oh, Sunfish Kid, bad, my bad again. Big shout out to you. I'm getting those shirts working. I got the equipment right next to the camera actually. So after I get done here, I'm gonna see what we get rocking and rolling. I got some designs I want to do. I'm waiting. I gotta get the paper I need. It's just so it could come out brighter. You know, doing some experimenting is not where I want the contrast on the colors. Is not where I want it to be. So just give me a minute, my brother, and I got you. I promise you. My fault. I'm a man of my word, and I also a man when I can say I'm sorry. You know what I mean? So my bad, not owe you, dog. Big shout out to you. Big shout out to my homie, the KC Fish page, yo, man. Mad love to you. Angling Spiders, keep doing your thing. It's always a pleasure to watch your channel, and every channel I watch out there, you know, I comment and like it. If I like it, man, you know, it's just love. So I can't comment on every, you know, subscriber I follow, you know, because at the end of the day, it's a lot. You know what I mean? I don't have many, but I love the ones I have. I love what I do. And these things that I do are for you, bro. Remember that. It's for you to hang out with your boy and for us to have a good time. So again, please, the struggle baits that I need you to put down in the comments below it's important. Please, get it in there. Get it down there, dog. I need you to boom, boom, boom. I need them comments. I need them comment. I want to know what your struggle bait is, because what if your struggle bait is my go-to, and vice versa? You know what I'm saying? I'm not good with worms. I'm not good weightless. I really am not. I don't know why. I just am not. I suck weightless. I try. I still do. I still do. I really do, man. I try not to cheat. What I've come to do, and when I do cheat, what up, Kristen? Is I'll put a little split shot maybe 2 feet ahead of it. Maybe treat it like a split shot rig. You know what I mean? But that's not even weightless anymore, because I put a small split shot. It's a weight. You know what I'm saying? But it works. But when I do that, it works. But if I go weightless, man, it could be a weightless worm, a weightless lizard. It could be a weightless anything. You know what I mean? The only thing I could do weightless that kind of works, but it does, is the worm I use is kind of big, so it has a little bit of weight, is wacky rig. But that's, you know what I'm saying? Even when I go creek fishing, I got to find worms small enough so I could wacky rig, because that's exactly what I want to do. You know what I mean? Fish some wacky rig on a lighter rig, and catch these little smallies. Today, dog, we went out there and I went to a creek where, you know, people were talking that, you know, the smallies are there. You know what I mean? I wanted to check it out for myself. Big Day Donx told me smallies are there, and I went to check out for myself. Excuse me. And yeah, I caught a nice, decent sized smallie. I was there for a little bit. I kept hearing too much sound. I was getting a little nervous. I was the only one there. It was 7 in the morning. Beautiful park, beautiful walk. But oh, dude, I got some video of, if you follow my TikTok, you follow my Instagram or my Facebook, check it out. I'm gonna put it as a short. I walked right next to some deer, bro, off the hook, bro. Off the hook. I can't complain. It was a nice moment. It was pretty neat. I actually recorded it just talking. You can hear me talking to it, but I have some music overlay on it, so you can't really see it. But it's, dude, it was so neat. But anyways, when I got there, I finally listened. It was a mile up. I had to follow the trail for almost a mile. I got to where I wanted to get, and it's perfect. You know, it tells you signs. Now, if you go further, I think there was more banks further up the creek, which I should have gone to. You know what I'm saying? But where I was at was perfect, and I had some bites, but I caught me a smallie, which is exactly what I was looking for. So big, you know, big shout out to you, Mr. Smalley, for participating, and big love to the universe for, you know, making sure for me to push me to keep going and finding the area where everybody was talking about. And you know what, that's my spot, and I'm gonna take Big Dave Donx, because I know he wants to fish and I guess I'll be his photographer for the day. But at the end of the day, I think it's gonna be great. And it was just mad fun, dude. It really was, and beautiful scenery. The pictures look great. You're gonna see. I've been catching a lot of like sun pictures. This is a sunrise picture. It was already about 7:30ish, maybe 7:40, and the sun was between trees. Oh, it was gorgeous. It was gorgeous. You can't complain. It was beautiful. It was a beautiful morning. It was a beautiful day. I had a little struggle with fishing. I'd say by far the best fish I caught today was that smallmouth. I did get a handful of bluegills in 2 different areas. I went fishing after that, which is fine, which is perfect. They don't bother me, which is okay. And you know what? I think I'm going to make some kind of a short video on it. But that smallie, I'm definitely going to leave the sound on because it was mad fun. But after that, the other bluegills, it was kind of fun. The scenery is beautiful. So I think I might play that with some music. You know, I'm giving you a little heads up on what the next video might be. But it's just motivation. And today, I think persistence is what helped. Motivation to find the spot what Dave was talking about, but persistence to not turn back and be like, dog, I think I went far enough. I found some neat benches, some neat swings in the middle of the woods that look out into the creek. Gorgeous, bro. Gorgeous. You know what I'm saying? You hear these hawks, massive birds, bro, flying above us, hanging out right next to us, deer just hanging out right there. It's amazing. It's amazing. And all because all we do now is fishing. Now, I did have to, oh, look, I have it still, I think. Yeah, look. This right here, I went creek fishing, bro. I had it in my pocket. Look, I remember I had it in my pocket. I went creek. This was hanging from a tree all the way down to the bank, and it was just hanging there. And there was just a little small swim bait with a hook, with a hook that already comes pre-hooked. That little swim bait, beautiful. Yeah, I was like, dude, even that little swim bait, this line right here, this is what? What is this? 10, 12 pound fluoro? I mean mono. If it was fluoro, it would be like 20 pound fluoro. Dude, it's awful. What are you doing? Seriously, a 12 pound fluoro, you don't need. If you're going that small creek fishing, what are you going to catch? A 30 pound? If you're going catfishing, I get it. But with that little swim head jig, dude, what are you doing? I don't know, man. I don't know. Dude, if you're trying, I get it. But don't leave that stuff there. I pulled it down, it broke stems. That's how strong that limb was. I thought it was going to bounce. I was looking, turn around, I was waiting for it to hit me. I was like, it'll hit me in the back or something. And I just snapped it and it came down. I picked it up. I got a little swim jig. It was brand new. It wasn't rusted. It wasn't there for a long time. It looks like it was just recently there. I was like, bro, but oh my God, yo, the way that people leave things is just disgusting. It really is. So people, you gotta do a better job. We're failing as people, taking care of our creek and our waterways for the future. So again, please do a better job. Cut it out. All right. And let me not see garbage out there. Let me not catch you, bro, because it's not cool. You guys should give a little bit more shit about where you fish and what you do. If you buy a couple worms, the garbage is right there. Get your ass up and throw it out. Okay, stop being a lazy prick. And I know the pricks that are laughing, papa, karma's gonna get you. It's gonna get you. And the one that's gonna be laughing is somebody that looks like me, and probably me. Trust me, you're never gonna go unfucked. The universe will always do the fucking. I will let you know that right now. You understand me? So on that note, I'm gonna leave you guys. I'm going to tell y'all I love you. Thank you for listening and watching. I'm going to catch you on the next podcast, the next episode. And again, man, what do I say, bro? Do what you love, son. Especially when everyone is watching. Peace, y'all.